the night. Welcome to JFK Live, our season premiere and our Halloween Spooktacular. JFK Live will look a bit different this year, since we have no homeroom this year. JFK Live will be occurring every other Friday evening. These episodes will be longer, even more fun, and the perfect way to kick off your weekend. So let's get on with our debut episode of JFK Live, TGIF. It's our Halloween Spooktacular, folks. It's alive! It's JFK Live!
Now that was scary. Welcome to our Halloween Spectacular, everyone. I'm one of our newest hosts, Carolina. Now, let's meet some other hosts on this spooky evening.
It's me, Matthew. This year, sorry folks, this year I've turned in my mindfulness hat for a hosting gig. And folks, I did not sell out. I guess I bought in. But I still hope that you still regain the mindfulness exercises I've given you throughout your everyday lives. And backed by popular demand is one of our favorite hosts from last year.
It's me, Ava. I don't think I'm good at pulling off spooky vibes around Halloween time. I do, however, think I give off serious Disney vibes. Speaking of Disney, I got a joke for you. This one goes out to my sister Gianna. Why is Peter Pan flying all the time? Because he never lands. Get it? Because Peter Pan lives in forget it. That was corny. My jokes never land the way I want.
Very funny, Ava. But how about we leave the comedy to our next act? I bet you know what's coming, folks. That's right. It's the return of the widely acclaimed Costanzo Comedy Corner. Get ready to laugh. This evening, the jokes are all about, you guessed it, Halloween! Take it away, boys.
Good evening, JFK, and welcome to the Halloween edition of Costanzo's Comedy Corner. Get ready to laugh.
Hey James, how do you fix a cracked pumpkin?
I don't know, Thomas. How?
You use a pumpkin patch.
Who did the Frankenstein go trick-or-treating with?
Who did he go with?
His ghoul friend.
Why do skeletons never go trick-or-treating?
Yeah, I realized that. Why don't they?
Because they have no body to go with.
Good one, Tom. But before we end the show, how about one more? Thomas, why did the skeleton cross the road?
Why didn't he cross the road, James?
Because he didn't have the guts to do it.
Stay safe, JFK.
That was so funny. Sorry, Ava, but those Costanzo brothers are the true kings of comedy around here. And those jokes really got me in the Halloween spirit, so I think that should be tonight's game. On this haunted evening, we will be playing Name That Movie, and the theme is spooky films.
Everyone, check your Gmail for an email from JFK News. They've shared with you a form that you can submit your answers for tonight's game. Our winner will be announced ASAP and on the next show. Are you ready to play the game of doom? Ah, ha, ha, ha!
You're welcome. Going somewhere. square, short sheet? I want you to go up on a roof and shake some shingles loose. Then go down to the basement and miss the mildew. And change the oil in the cauldron.
Yeah, and them skeletons in the closet need polishing too.
That'll take forever. Just do it.
My name's Wilfred. What's yours? I put a spell on you, and now you're gone. My planet fell on you, and it was strong. So strong. Your wretched little life have all been cursed 'cause of all the witches working, and the worst I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
The Bermuda Triangle is a very strange and mysterious place. You'd be surprised at all the things you don't know.
She certainly would. Wednesday adores the Bermuda Triangle. She studies it. Death at sea. She's hooked.
Ask me anything.
Being in my old room sure brings back memories.
We're back. The Halloween films were Casper, Hocus Pocus, and the Addams Family. To whoever our winner is, congratulations!
And now, it's time for the debut of our newest segment, the Google Meet Hot Seat, where our students hop on a Google Meet and grill some of our favorite teachers. This week on the Google Meet Hot Seat, our hosts, Jaden, Haley, and Alina, are grilling one of JFK's favorite social studies teachers, Miss Mastaloni. This week it's all about Halloween. Now it's time for us all to join the Google Meet. Cameras and microphones on, everyone!
Welcome to the Google Meet Hot Seat, where your favorite teachers get put on the spot in the heat on a Google Meet. My name is Jaden Sue, and I am your host. These are my co-hosts.
Hi, my name's Haley Cartman.
And my name's Alina Richer. Today we are going to be interviewing one of everyone's favorite social studies teachers, Miss Mastaloni.
Sorry, Mr. Kramer, you were my vote.
Hello, Miss Mastaloni.
Hi, Alina, how are you?
Good.
Welcome to this.
We are so happy to have you here today as our first guest. So, let's get started. We'll be asking you some questions. Today they will be all Halloween themed. You must answer them honestly no matter what the question is. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So our first question is, if Haley and Alina both came up to your door, who would you give more candy to?
I, of course, would give equal candy to both of them. How could I refuse those faces? Everybody gets candy on Halloween.
Some of the 8th graders took a poll and said that their least favorite Halloween candy was Almond Joy and their favorite was Hershey bars.
So, you're giving out the Hershey's and the Almond Joys, right? Sure.
Next question. Would you rather go trick-or-treating with Mr. Indervan or Mr. Brace? Why?
That is like choosing between two brothers, because both of them are like brothers to me. So I hands down have to say both of them, and that would make for a very interesting trick-or-treating experience, I think.
Sounds fun. What would your Halloween spirit animal be, and what kind of powers would you possess?
For a spirit animal, I'd probably have to go with a cat, and for a superpower, I think I'd like to read people's minds and see what they're really thinking.
Would you rather eat all your Halloween candy in one night or eat one piece every day for the rest of the year?
That one's easy for me. One piece a day for the rest of the year.
If your students brought in all their candy into class, what would you steal from them when they weren't looking?
I don't think it's a popular one, but the York Peppermint Patty. Totally my favorite. That would be gone right off your desk.
Okay, 7th graders, you now know what to bring in if you don't do well on a test. Have you ever toilet papered a house before?
Be honest.
You know what? I haven't. But I'm young. There's still time.
If you were to go toilet paper a house, which teacher would you go with and who would be your victim?
I would go with Mr. Supernaut as my partner in crime. And the house I would probably toilet paper would be Mr. Scarola's, and he don't lie.
What is a better Halloween activity to do? Visiting a haunted house or pumpkin picking?
Last question. What was your favorite Halloween costume from when you were a kid?
I had a few. I was Winnie the Pooh when I was little once, a witch a couple of times. In college, we were a pack of flying Elvis impersonators once. But the old Starmine, which is the classic, is a good witch.
That sounds so cool. I wish I could see a picture of it.
I had one of when I was a witch when I was little. You want to see?
Yeah. I love your hat.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mastelloni, for being the first participant on the hot seat. We learned so much about you. This has been the Google Meet Hot Seat with Jaden Sue, Haley Hartman, and Alina Richter. Happy Halloween!
Wow, that was so great. You better watch out, Mr. Scarola. And thank you so much, Miss Mastelloni, for taking the time to do this interview. It was so awesome getting to know you a little bit better. How about next we stick with that idea and throw in a little twist to our newest game called The Masked Teacher. Masks are all the rage right now, especially with Halloween coming up. So we thought we'd take that idea and a bit from the TV series called The Masked Singer and bring you this new game.
In a bit, our host Peyton will introduce you to our mystery faculty member here at JFK with their voices and faces disguised. It's your job to identify the mystery faculty member in 60 seconds based on the clues. The teacher's identity will be revealed after the game is over. Think you have what it takes? Good luck!
Hi, I'm Peyton Morgan, and welcome to The Masked Teacher. You'll have 60 seconds and 6 clues to guess the mystery faculty member here at JFK. Listen carefully to the 6 clues because your time starts now.
Clue number 1, 23. Clue number 2, Italian. Clue number 3, social studies. Clue number 4, savers. Clue number 5, lightning bolt. And the final clue, Tuesdays are very special to me.
Alright, JFK, your time's up. If you guessed Mrs. Klein, you are correct. Thank you for watching The Masked Teacher.
Wow, Miss Klein? I would have never guessed. Well done, Peyton. Well, I guess that's it tonight, folks. Thank you so much for joining us here on our season premiere. Do you smell that? Oh man, no way. Lunch was like 7 hours ago. It can't be. It is! Folks, I'm getting breaking news that the king of seasoning is back tonight for his season premiere of everyone's favorite segment that started as a 6th grader eating school lunch that somehow has evolved into a cooking show, Dining with Daniel. On tonight's menu is brains! Just kidding. He's making a pizza. Take it away, Daniel.
The meeting is until 3, but I always like to come to New York a little bit early and hit some of my favorite haunts. Like right here, my favorite New York pizza joint. And I'm gonna go get me a New York slice.
It's been so long since we've done a Dining with Daniel.
It's been 3, maybe even 4 years? Hey folks, it's great to see you. Welcome to this year's first episode of Dining with Daniel. Boo! Gotcha. Today, we're going to be making everybody's favorite pizza. But instead of making regular pizza, today we're going to go a little off tradition. We're starting with Greek pita bread. And let's reach into our bowl of special ingredients. It's blood! Just kidding, it's tomato sauce. And folks, we've got all sorts of surprises just like that ready for you today. Who puts cheese in a pumpkin? Anyway, back to the pizza. We're gonna start by taking our sauce and putting it all over the dough. Just like this. Next, we're going to take our pieces of mozzarella cheese and put it all over the pie. And what's a good pizza without some good old grated cheese?
It's not easy being cheesy.
And grown from my own family garden, we have some basil, or as I like to call it, basilico. And who could forget the old oregano? And finally, we're going to take our pepperoni and put it right on the pizza. And now, let's pop it in the oven. Ah! Just a plastic skeleton head. Nothing to be afraid of.
A few minutes later.
Pizza's ready. Now we slice it up and it's ready to eat. Hot. This has been Dining with Daniel. Bon appetit.
Now that's how you wrap up a season premiere. Thanks for joining us here tonight for JFK Live TGIF. Go forth and enjoy your weekend, and remember to please have a happy and safe Halloween.
Have a great spooky evening, JFK! Mom, we need more Lysol!
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hound. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5.
They played the mash.
They played the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin, Rex's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And it's a graveyard smash.
It's now the mash.
It's caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool. Rack's a part of the band, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them what is said.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And you my graveyard
Then you can
smash.
mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash.
Monster Mash.